Hello, hi, Mansi. How are you?
Hi, I am good. What about you?
I'm also doing fantastic. And yeah, you said something about day also that how is the weather in your city? So I said that it's scorching hot right now. So what about your city? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you said something is terrible in Delhi.
From last night, the weather in Delhi is, very dark. Every time it's feeling like it's about to rain, and a few minutes back, it was also clouds were lightening and rain was there. But now it had stopped and everything is clear. Sky is clear now.
Okay, all right, fine. So Himansi, as we are meeting for the very first time, and so for the audience, I would like you to give your introduction first. Then we'll be moving towards our session. So would you mind giving your
My name
introduction?
is Iman. Okay, yeah, yeah. My name is Imanshi and I'm from Delhi. I had recently completed my class 12th. Yesterday was my last board exam. And I'm also working, right now I'm working on a lot of skills, that is communication skills, English fluency. I had also started my Instagram page recently. I am working on that too. I am also planning to start a YouTube channel. Alongside, I am also working on a small business, and it's going good. I think this is my small introduction, and we will discuss more later.
So seems like there is a lot of things on your plate, and there is a lot of
Yeah,
responsibility also on your shoulders. So you are just ready with so many things on your plate, and you want to do something.
I am also preparing for university entrance exams.
Oh, all right. Okay, so you have taken 1 year of gap, like a
No,
year
no,
gap.
exam. No, no, no. In May there were exams like NEET, CUET, and I am preparing for that. Like only 2 months left.
Okay, so okay, great. So you also said that you are about to start some business and all. What was that all about? Would you like to share it?
What? YouTube?
Yes, no, you said you want to start a small business.
Yeah, I'm already working on that. It's a small venture that we had just started. We made clay products like keychains, wallets, leapen art, clock, and all these small, cute little things. And we already sell all these things locally in our city, and we are planning to do it like virtually, make Instagram page and launch a official brand. We are working on that, like all
Oh,
technical things, making a website, planning content, doing shoots, all these things are in process.
yes, to upgrade your business at a larger scale, you have to come to digital, right? And
Yes,
so
what?
definitely, it is a great thing that you have started a business in this very early age of your life. So would you mind telling me that are you alone doing it all, or do you have a friend circle where you all the guys are planning and doing all these things like advertisements and creating things by your own and just selling it? Can you just go a little more in detail about all this stuff that you guys are doing?
Uh, actually, uh, actually, I have my best friend who is like co-founder with me. And earlier in our leisure time, we both used to do artworks together. And then one day, this idea striked in our mind that why not make it official? Why not sell these things? Because they are amazing, they are beautiful. And if we loves it, everybody would love it. Because whoever comes to our home, they used to look at our art pieces, and they always used to tell us that they are beautiful, and we also knew that they are amazing and we can sell it to the people. There will be people who will love that, and that's why we thought of making it official, we thought of selling it. And for that sake, we had started by introducing our products into our school to our teachers. Also there was there was also a subject in school, entrepreneurship, and for that subject we had presented our products in the school, and school had also loved our products, and they had also funded us with 20K, and it was a huge amount for us, huge support for us. And like fortunately we are like funded, we are supported, and yeah, that's more you can ask.
Yeah, I must say that you are doing really great, and I think you will be going to get more success in business and all. If you're doing entrepreneurship, that is great. But apart from these, let's address the elephant in the room, and that is communication and all. You said you are more into communication now, but along with that, I can see there is always another fish to fry in your place. You always say that you are more into communication. You're doing a small business also, and then you're preparing for interesting examination also. So you're doing a lot of things. So can you now tell me that why are you more into communication now when you are already doing well in your business and now you're planning for your higher studies? But I can see you are right now very very much actively active in most of the English communication where you are practicing your English. So before jumping over this question, I want to ask you one thing: that how did you learn English? Because you are speaking so well, so nice that your articulation is very good. Your thought of clarity is very nice. So please tell me in detail that how did you learn it? Either you got an environment since your childhood, or you learn later in your life. How was your environment in your school? All those things I want to know from your side.
First of all, thank you so much. I grew up in a typical Haryanvi family where everybody's mother tongue is Haryanvi, Khadi Boli. So then absolutely environment was not like this. Actually, I had learned English by myself only. From past 2 3 years I wanted to be fluent, but I used to procrastinate that I'll do it in future, I'll do it tomorrow. I used to procrastinate so much, but this year in 2026 it was my resolution. I was very serious that this year I'm no way going to procrastinate, I'm no way going to delay learning communication and English. And from the starting of the year I had made a streak. I had made a promise to myself that every single day I'm going to consume 30 minutes of English content, whether through any podcast or interview or any digital media. Or second thing that I'm going to do is that every single day I am going to practice 15 or 20 minutes of English speaking. And I did this continuously for 20 or 30 days, and I had started to see like big differences in my in my fluency, articulation, accent, vocabulary, everything. And this is the only thing that I did. Alongside, I was also reading books for vocabulary. I used to underline the words that I didn't knew and used to search their meaning, write in my notebook, and that's all I did.
Yes, amazing. I often say to the people this thing works a lot when when you are reading a topic and then when you are learning it and then you are explaining it by your own thoughts. Okay, suppose you read a complex topic and now you are explaining it like you are teaching a 5-year-old guy. And if you're able to do it, your articulation will get clear. And so most of the people, we often say that try to record 1 minute video on the daily basis and do it for 30 days. You will see the result. The result will solve to you, right? It works a lot because you're doing a lot of
I
things,
think that the
isn't it?
key I think that the key is nothing fancy. It's just consistency. You have to stick to one or two habits, one or two ways, because there are so many ways from which you can learn English. There are so many things that you can see and listen from different English tutors. And if you just stick with one or two methods for like 30 to 60 solid days, you will see the results. There is no way you can not grow.
Yes. Okay, great. I hope viewers will find it really helpful and they are going to apply these skills. I mean, the kind of technique that you, and I guess everybody has their own way to learn. People suggest that they learn while watching videos, they learn while consuming content. Nobody says the one way of learning. And of course, it's all right. If you are living in a foreign city, in a foreign country, then definitely the medium of learning is different. When you are in India, the medium of learning is different, right? You are translating from vernacular language to English, and then few people are translating from Hindi and Haryanvi to English, so it's always difficult to understand. So can you just tell me more about it, like for the people who have just started learning this language, what should they do to become fluent? I mean, the primary level, if they are coming from a background where they are also like speaking their local languages. Just you said that you started speaking like you are speaking Haryanvi right from the beginning. Later, you just engross yourself a lot in English, watching content. Tell me exactly like what kind of content you love to consume, so that people can understand the theory behind it. Like how did you become fluent? So, What was your message and what was your idea of learning this language?
I think that first of all, you need to be very committed. You need to be very committed that why, first of all, why you want to be fluent, because it will help you with your consistency. Because there will be times where you will feel that I do not want to practice, and on that days, your commitment, your why will help you to keep going, to keep showing up. So first you need to be very clear with it. What's your purpose? For what purpose you want to like improve your English? First be clear with it. And first I get clarity that I want to be a public speaker in future. I want to be someone whose words hold value, whose word holds power. And this is the vision that I have for myself. And that keep me going. Next, I would say that now that you had committed that you want to learn English, first, start listening. There are only two simple things. The first is like consume English through different sources. It can be videos, it can be books. Uh, like these are two main primary resources on which you can rely on. Another thing that you need to do is also create. And here I'm not saying that you need to create on any social media platform. You need to create in, you can also create in private, like in front of a mirror, in front of your camera. You just have to practice, because English is something that if you will not practice, how much theory or sentence formation you will learn, how much vocab you will learn, it is of no use if you will not practice enough. You need to practice in front of mirror. You can do it in, you can make video and review it later. There are so many ways you can go for anyone. But like I would say that these are the two things that you need to stick on. Like make a commitment, make a strong commitment that you are going to do this for like at least 30 minutes consistently. Next, the question that you asked is ki, what I used to consume, which kind of videos I used to watch. I would say that the best is to watch TED Talks. The best is to watch interviews of there are so many amazing, magnificent speakers out there whom you can listen. For example, Priyanka Chopra, Sushmita Sen, Shah Rukh Khan. He's also a very amazing speaker, and there are so many others. And you can go to TED Talk. You can see TED Talks. There are so many of native speakers, of Indian speakers, of people from different part of the world. Yeah, you can go see those videos. They will also help you to learn some lessons, and meanwhile will also help you with your English. So the conclusion is that there are very simple two things that you need to do is first create and like first consume and second create. This is the key that I had practiced by myself and that had helped me, and I suggest everybody who asks me.
Okay, great. So let me summarize it for the audience. So the first thing you said that you need to have a strong commitment. I mean, why do you want to learn something? So now
Absolutely.
I remember a quote which I often use in my videos, that if you know the why of something, the how of something become easy. So first you have to have a clarity, a conviction in your thoughts that why do you want to learn English. Okay, commitment is clear. Now the second step comes that you said you have to listen interviews. You can watch interview podcasts or celebs. There are a lot of celebs also, like as you mentioned, Priyanka Chopra. She's really a eloquent speaker, and Shah Rukh Khan. And any celebs you're watching who are speaking in English, there are a lot of videos with subtitle
My agenda that if
available.
you are learning something, learn from the elites. Like
Yeah,
if you want to learn discipline, learn it from athletes. If you want to
yeah,
learn communication, learn it from already magnificent speakers out there.
yeah. So definitely, you said it very correctly, right? And follow the like-minded people. I say, the similar people who are into the same background. If you want to learn swimming, you have to watch somebody who have already swimmed a lot. If you want to become a good cricketer, you have to watch the cricketer who are expert, who have really achieved something in their own life. So for learning communication and all, you have to see all those people who have done mastery of the communication, right? So the last point you mentioned, that record and review, it helped a lot, because when you record, you do a lot of activity. First, you are watching the content, listening comes in the picture. That you are listening carefully. Now you're writing it. Okay, so now you're writing it. You're criticizing your mind that okay, I have to write these lines or these sentence or those sentence. While writing, you will always feel like a vocabulary. So you're going to also search about vocabulary, and after that, the main thing is that you're going to speak in front of camera. So when you will speak, you need confidence. You will see in the mirror, you will see your body posture, your hand gesture, your eye contact, and all these things comes into picture. and then when you record, then finally review it by your own. Okay. So when you do all these things, definitely it helps a lot. And like you said that you always watch people who are elite, I mean who are greater in their own field. You listen TEDx speakers. I always watch TEDx speakers because they are great communicator. Going at that
For
place
sure.
is itself, it's a very big thing. So if you're watching them, definitely you're going to learn a lot. So if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. I often say also. So do not listen to all these people who are beginner friendly, or who are less who are less fluent than you. I mean, how will you gonna learn it? So this is a very simple and fundamental rules that watch those peoples who are at the high peaks on the mountain, in articulation, in communication, in spoken English, right? So do you watch any kind of also series also? A lot of people says movies help a lot with subtitles. So do you believe in this thing, in this
Uh,
idea?
personally, I had never watched any Hollywood series, movie, anything because I suffer with a lack of patience and I do not really watch video like movies. Even Bollywood movies, I
Mhm.
very rarely watch any movie. You would name any movie in front of me, and I would say that I have never watched it.
Okay.
I'm not someone who is very fond of movies and series, so that's why I had never watched any English movie too.
Okay, so you are not a
I had
movie buff.
only learned from a podcast. I listen podcast very frequently. Like every 2 3 days, I complete one podcast. And I recently I have switched to a podcast of native speakers like Jay Shetty, or there are others too. Native speakers podcast, they really help you because when you see podcast, there are two people who are really conversing in English. That will help you understand like how conversation goes on, because when we see a video of someone, a single person narrating anything, it will it will not help you with learning conversation, how things go from both sides. But when you see podcast, it helps you in like understanding how the conversation goes on.
Yes, how the
So it
conversation's
really
going
helps.
on, and how to ask intriguing questions, and
How
how
to
how
ask,
to
how
how
to
to
respond.
yeah, how to respond, how to take pauses. Pauses are a very
Yes.
great thing that most of the people ignore. When they're speaking in flow, they do not take pauses, but it helps a lot. I have worked on it a lot, but it's still when I'm in the flow, I often miss taking pauses. It helps a lot. Yeah,
Also helps with how to be an attentive listener, where you
yeah,
have to listen, where you have to respond. It helps
yeah.
me with all these technical small things that matters a lot.
Matters a lot. Okay, so you are not a movie buff, but you are an avid reader. You said that you love to
Yeah.
read books a lot. So tell me your favorite book that you read and it just flabbergasted your mind. That okay, something I learned. Any book.
Actually,
Mhm.
every book I read, it becomes my favorite. There is no such a book that I would say and label as
Okay,
my favorite. But
okay,
recently I am reading the book. This is in front of me. This How to Win Friends and Influence People. As this
oh
year
great.
I got so much into communication, so I bought this book and started reading it. And I just love this book because if you had just started, first you need to be familiar with the basics, like how to how to how how to listen, when to listen, when to respond, small psychological tips that will make you more attractive, that will make you a more magnificent or eloquent speaker. Small things are all in this book. If you are just starting out, this book would be a gem for you. It will tell you the how to appreciate people, how to give compliments, how to like basic things that you need to know if you had just started out. So yeah, this book is like amazing.
Okay, great. So can you tell me that how do books helps us to grow in our life, and why should we read books?
You have always listened that when you read a book ना आपको like एक इंसान की पूरी लाइफ इसके अंदर होती है, उनकी पूरी जिंदगी की नॉलेज है इस बुक के अंदर.
Yeah.
So just by reading a book you got to know the idea, the learnings of someone's whole life. So
Yes.
this is a like very shocking or like amazing thing. Uh,
Yes.
so first, like we are mostly targeting to the audience who are into learning English. First, it helps you with learning English vocabulary. It improves your vocabulary significantly because it had improved mine. What I used to do is whenever I read and there's some word that I do not know the meaning of, I like underline it. I searched it meaning and write in my journal, and often revisit that journal and see like wh- which words I had learned this week. So
Mhm.
first, it helps you with English. Second, it change it broadens your perspective. Like earlier, I was I was very limited with my knowledge. It helped me learn so many things. It changed my perspective. It evolved my perspective. And I think everybody who is alive should start reading because it
Yes.
really helps you with the evolving your intellect, learning for learning new things, and overall becoming a better person. And I think what people do wrong is because of that reason they fails to stick with the habit of reading, that they choose irrelevant book and start reading them just because they are high overhyped on social media or any video. But what you should do is first like know what's the issue going on in your life. Suppose right now you are working on communication, you are then yeah, you are lacking communication and you are working on that. So choose a book that teaches communication, and it will help you radically. Earlier I also used to read irrelevant books that do not serve purpose to me at that particular time. Now I had switched to the books like that at that time which I was learning, I choose those kind of books. But for example, that right now I am reading this book
Yeah.
regarding communication.
I think anybody who want to start their communication journey, they should start with this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is the
For sure, I would
fundamental for.
really suggest.
Yes. So are you also a kind of person who love to collect good vocabulary in your journal? Would you like to would you like to
Yeah,
talk
no,
to me,
I really
about
love.
words today? Let's talk about some words that is your favorite. Can you just tell me a few words that is your favorite if you can recall it at the moment?
The one word eloquent that I had just used. This word meaning is that someone who can express their thoughts, express their ideas clearly. So,
Mhm.
whom we say an eloquent speaker. I just love this word. First, it sounds very, I mean, first, it sounds very good. Second, its meaning is also someone whom I want to be.
Oh, well,
So,
I
this one word
also
eloquent.
eloquent. Nice. I want to talk about one word. Okay. So I read one word that is recently that unsung hero. Unsung hero.
Um,
So it means acting big but showing less. There are some people who are working hard, they are doing well in background, but they get less admiration always. So they are called unsung hero, like our armies, you know. So have you ever heard this word, unsung hero? Okay,
no, no,
so
no.
this was the word which I loved a lot. And there is another word, mercurial. When people, their mood and behavior changes very quickly, so we can say mercurial. I mean, uh, whenever I start studying something, okay, so I started behaving mercurial because sometimes I want to study, then I switching to the reels. So now my mood is quickly changing. Okay, so for this phenomena, we use this word mercurial. Okay, can you tell me now few words?
Right now, I am unable to recall because every day I learn so many words and it's hard to recall all those words.
Okay,
And
let me tell
I
you.
would really call out the one word that I had learned from you. Earlier you had used the word flabbergasted, and I didn't
How?
used to know that meaning earlier. And
Oh,
when you used that, I had searched it on Google and got to know about the meaning of that word. So I would
okay.
thank you for that.
Okay, nice. Okay, flabbergasted. Okay, I love this word.
Yeah.
I heard this word from the daughter of Johnny Lewis. You know about that? So where she was using this sentence, oh, I was drastically, exorbitantly flabbergasted.
I
So
had also heard that
exact
word
sentence.
earlier, but I had never
Uh,
bothered myself to search its
I'm,
meaning.
I'm a vocabulary lover, so whenever I find something interesting or something great, I always love to recall it. Like there is a very big word, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, which means I'm happy. So when you want to exaggerate it, that I'm very very happy, so you can use this word. Okay, there is another one idiom I recently learned from one of the
Yeah, I had
American.
noticed too you use a lot of idioms. I
I
love
love a
that.
lot. Right. So I want to discuss it. The idiom is not my circus, not my monkeys. not my problem, not my responsibility. So you can use this word,
It's a good
you know,
one.
you know, yeah. So I am fond of having vocabulary. I have written so many vocabulary. Sometimes I forget it. I'm not able to use it in our conversations in our
Yeah,
day-to-day life because
you write
it's not.
though you write them, but when it's come to the communication, it's very hard to recall all those words in the exact moment.
Yeah, and then to use it, when you are speaking and in your conversation. So it comes naturally, when you strike one word for more than 8 to 10 times, then you will be remember it for the longer period of time. So it's very, very important to striking those words again and again. As you said that you are using this word flabbergasted in the conversations. Now you are speaking it. So now you will not forget it easily. Because already two
Mhm.
times you have strike this word. So if in future you are going to again striking this word, this is going to save in your subconscious mind. And whenever you will be speaking, naturally it shows out, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so do you have any questions? So we are about to wind up this session, Himansi. So do you have any question in your mind that you wanna ask me? Otherwise, we will wind up our session here.
I would love to know your introduction because you had not introduced yourself till
Okay,
now.
so you want to so you should ask it at the starting of this video, but it's fine. Okay,
I
so
forgot.
as
I was
viewers will
nervous. My legs were shaking. All now it's fine.
okay,
As I
okay,
said
so
that it's my first time I'm talking to someone like um all my practice that I had done earlier, I used to practice alone in my room, whether in front of mirror or in camera. It's first time I'm talking to someone in real.
okay. Well, you spoken so well. When you are going to watch this video, you will realize that how well you have spoken. Okay, so as far as my
I'm
introduction is
also
concerned,
realizing that how many times I had made mistakes in my tense
okay,
pronunciation too, and like everything is just striking into my mind, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, but you did
and I
well.
think it's okay because it's first time.
Yeah, definitely. We always learn from our mistakes, and we never should, think about and worry about what mistake we are doing. We are going to learn it. We are a human being. We are not a machine. We are not a robot, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, so let me quickly give my introduction, then we will wind up our session here. Okay, so Himansi, as you know, my name is Shravan, and as far as my educational qualification is concerned, I'm currently pursuing my master's, which is master's in computer application. Apart from these, I'm TEFL and certified,
after
and
that.
after that, yeah, I have done a certification, which is in TEFL and teaching English to the foreign language, teaching English to the speaker of other languages. So it's basically a teaching course, which after doing it, you can teach English at global level. So I have done it from International College of Teachers and Trainer,
Good.
UK. Yeah. So I've done it because my interest aligned into this area. My forte is my communication skill and my spoken English. So I guess maybe in future I will be working as a freelance teacher, as a freelance language trainer or communication coach. So this is what I want to do in future, and that is the reason I did this course. So yeah, and my hobbies are very simple. I love to read books. I love to watch podcasts, and
I can
sometimes
see
I
in
love to
your
talk about.
backdrop.
Oh, they are less. There are very less books. I do not frame books like this, but right now I'm at home, so I have just kept it behind just to look a little good. But yeah, I have a lot of books, here and there. But
Good hobby.
most of them I have not read. I am a fond of buying books, but I'm not a very
Like I
fond,
can
and
relate
I'm
with
not an
you.
avid reader. Yeah, I love to whenever I find something interesting, I buy it. Yeah. So okay,
I can relate.
yeah. Okay, so it went really well, Imansi. Thank you very much for giving your time. Let's wind up our session here. I wish you a great luck,
And
and
thank you too
yeah,
for giving me this opportunity to speak and express myself. I am really honored to speak on your platform.
yeah. Thank you very much for joining. Have a very great day ahead. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
You too. Thank you so much, Shaban too.